Hey fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl AE. So permit me, this video is not going to be like our usual video. This is just mainly going to be like a podcast. But I really wanted to talk about this series, Code. I mean, when I first saw the trailer of the movie, I actually liked it, but I was waiting to see it and I just finished. It has 8 episodes. um they just finished the 8th episode, like the season finale, like a few weeks back, and the series is created by Abioso Onepedi and executive producers as Onyede Adejiti and Abause and Vincent Wachuku. And as usual, this is an Indana TV original. So, Schooled. The seven-part series follows the life of a street kid who got into a very high-brow school, St. Patrick's College, and with his friends, he was able to do an investigation about some weird occurrences that happened in the school. So that's how the story follows, and yeah. I think the main reason why I saw this movie because of the cast named Chucky. I think his real name is Emeka Wabaru or Chow something. I'm sorry, I got the entire pronunciation wrong. Well, if you've seen Rattlesnake, the modern Rattlesnake, anyway, the one of the computer genius among them, though he was killed at the end, but that actually hurts. But yeah, he is the one. So he was the main reason I actually wanted to see this, and then we have most of the cast that kept recurring. I mean, the main people in the series, Paul Naduiku as Ayobami. I was so impressed by him because I don't really know Yoruba so well, but the way he was speaking it, it felt like he was fluent. And then we have Aisha, Ruby, Akobisi, and Chuki himself. And then we had Geoffrey. We all know who Geoffrey is. I mean, if you have seen My Name is AZ, you should know who I'm talking about, Big Teddy. So now, Scored. I would be honest before I go into the movie to say that I was kind of disappointed at the fact that this movie was produced by Oyinade Adejiti and Vincent Wachuku. I was disappointed because they are the same producers for Game On, and Game On is so interesting. I mean, they produce most of the movies on Dana TV, so it's like, what happened in this? First of all, aside the fact that the script was somehow, and then the main focus was on the bush baby. We all know that. I mean, most of us went to boarding schools, and we know we hear talks of bush baby and all that. I mean, in my very first primary secondary school, there's something we call Bakoti Adma, like the man who always attack us and all that. At first, we all thought, like, we just knew in our head that it was a myth. But as time went on, our matron was attacked, and then a classmate of mine almost got attacked as well. So like we still actually believe in it, but I felt like what they should have done is use something that we all can relate to. I think when I was younger, I used to hear that we had like bush baby around and all that, but I never saw it. Even though I wanted to, like in the series where they have the curious for, even though I wanted to know what it was, I was scared. That's why I'm actually really surprised because I know that we Nigerians, we are not that curious to find out something that will actually really hurt us. I feel like we always want to stay back. I mean, I don't want to know if it's not coming close to me, it shouldn't be. So it was all these things, like it was a lot of things. So I'm like, what exactly is going on in this entire script? And the accent, I don't know if it's cause they portray them as they are just the actors or the cast in the movie are not actually children. We all know that. We've all seen that they are not children. They are matured men and women. Truth be told about that. So seeing the accent was so poor. I don't know if I should say the directing as well. but it didn't just come out the way I wanted it to do. I feel like in the heads of the producers, the creators, and the director, they were they were going somewhere, which I think they were actually. But the entire script is, I felt like the acting was what destroyed everything for me. But the communication was okay. I also like the fact that Ayobami tried to use normal, how secondary school students act now. Like, okay, even the slangs and the words he was using, he wasn't, should I say, forming, he was going well. But then I was like, a lot of things. So why was the movie like this? Because some parts were just so unrealistic, to be very honest with you. I felt like they should have done more because the producers and the creators are people that are strong, and so I don't really know what went wrong in school. But a lot of things were not just there for me. You can imagine trying to prove something that it didn't just make sense. I think it was in episode 8 or 7 where they accused Ayobami of stealing his sneakers and they told him to bring proof. If not, he will go home. Why? What is that for? And it's what kind of fights that were unrealistic. I don't just know what the concept was for this movie. To be very honest, I felt like they should have done better. They should have done more. The script was going somewhere, and they should have chosen a particular age for the people in SS because it's, I don't know, they were just too mature. I know there are times where people in school are very mature, but I think gone are those days where students in school are this mature, to be very honest, if I'm trying to speak the reality of things right now. But the script would have been way better. This script was just, it was just some, I was just watching it because I had to finish what I've started. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed, to be very honest. But I feel like season 2 should be way better. They should put in more action, and then they should look for another story entirely. Because this Bush baby thing is something else. It's just, they could be trying to prove a myth that have lived for over a century or more. But then I think the angle where it came from wasn't because they stopped reading their books to investigate Bush baby. Is that why you were in school? It didn't, I don't know if anybody listening to this can actually relate to what I'm saying, but it didn't make sense to me. And also the way the teachers were talking to the students, like when Ayobami transferred. I know some teachers are like that, but how do you talk to a student like that? How do you tell him, I know you're from the gutters, so that kind of attitude is understandable. Like, why would you make a child feel like that? Some things shouldn't be done in a school setting. But that's okay because they are trying to still educate us about some kind of things that happen. So I'm hoping season 2 gets better, the unrealistic conversations. And I think another thing that actually made me laugh was the fact that it was almost trying to be like I know there are bullies in school. There are bullies in every secondary school that it's a boarding school, but the idea was like an American kind of idea of how the school should be. And I don't know about secondary schools now if they are allowed to carry phones and gadgets the way they do in school. Just there, like, so maybe the idea that was about to be given was okay, concept of okay, we're abroad or something, and then the school uniform, the checks. That was alright. It's a class setting. That was alright. Um, I think why I actually liked this series because of the, should I say, the basbos, the things the teachers and the people say to themselves. I think there was one episode where Tunde Savage was talking to Ayobami about grown men, and Ayobami replied to Tunde when he said, I hope your girlfriend actually sees you as a grown up man because it seems like two girls who are dating. That actually. And then when the teacher also told Tunde that you shouldn't be laughing, this is not your class, that kind of thing. So, like, I liked some of the things in the scripts, made more sense, and you know that, okay, these people are out for war. But aside that, they should work on the directing, the action should be felt. Emeka is a very good and fantastic actor. So seeing him in this movie and it's not bringing into life what we actually want is just somehow. And then it was the ending for me. Senior Moses did something because of how he was bullied and they even wanted to give him an award. Like, I still don't even follow. So many things have been skipping. And then for Tolani to see that it's still out there and all, I just hope season two, everything is put into place because this is on another level. So for now, I'm just going to give this movie a 4/10. I think this is my lowest rating, but that's how I actually feel about it. But if you still want to see Schooled and know what it's really about, and you can just share your ideas on my comment section. So guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I love you as always. Thank you and bye. Mwah.